Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode number 14 of the Game Changers podcast. My name is Quinn, and it's a pleasure to be here with you as always. Episode number 14 features a young lady who has a passion for healthcare, so much so that she is using it to transform young lives. Her name is Crystal Auguste, and I have the utmost pleasure to introduce her to you. Hello, Crystal. How are you doing?
How are you?
I'm great. I'm great. You know, I always like to have conversations with like minds, especially when the like mind is my cousin or my family.
Eh, family.
Definitely, I love that.
Of course.
I love that. So, I know you very well, but tell the people a little bit about yourself.
Okay, well, for those who don't know, my name is Dr. Crystal Cook Auguste. I am a general physician here in Mexico, and yes, I'm related to Quinn. We go way back. And a little bit about myself. I come from multiple backgrounds. I spent most of my childhood in Suriname. I'm originally from Trinidad, and I currently live in Mexico.
Wow,
I guess that's about me.
very, very diverse. Very diverse. Okay. So you mentioned that you're a medical doctor, right? Okay. How long have you been in that field?
Counting med school.
Yeah.
Well, obviously med school. We know med school takes a while, but I graduated last year, and I've been working as a general physician for about a year now, a little less than a year, and well, it's fun. It's very demanding, but it's
Pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. Okay. The major reason that I invited you here was because you have a book. Now, every
yes.
episode of Game Changers thus far has been sponsored or your book has been promoted. Tell the people
Awesome.
what this book is.
Okay, yes. So it's my new children's book called Be Smart.
Lovely.
Make sure the camera gets that. And it's my first book. I hope to do many more. And it's a book that basically talks about health principles, the importance of breeze, water, exercise, eating right. And basically something that wasn't necessarily planned, but during COVID, when I had practically nothing much to do, I was like, maybe I should just use my talents, use my field to do something. And I started doing research because I always liked art and illustrations and stuff like that. And then I was like, maybe I should try something with a puzzle book. Seeing like the publishing on Amazon is like 1, 2, 3 easy. I started doing some research into it, and then one idea led to the other, and here we have it.
Great. Great, I like that.
Children's book.
I love that a lot. So, okay, so you said that it was a random idea. Why children's books though?
Why children's books? I think maybe because I was now getting started in the publishing industry, and a children's book is obviously a lot easier to do. It's 500 to 2,000 words, and you use simple language, a simple story, and for me it seemed a good first project, so. And besides that, I really like the illustrations. Like for me, the illustrations is like everything. Like I was like so excited when I was getting my illustrations done. Like I couldn't wait for the next phase, and when I started the sketches and the color and everything. Like I honestly enjoyed the project to 150%. So if I were to answer a why, initially it was playing it safe. But now it's like, I absolutely love it. And I would definitely want to do more.
Nice. So take me into the book. Tell me what this book is about in details.
Okay, a little details about it. So I'm not going to give away everything.
Obviously not.
So the viewers can read it themselves.
Yes.
But I'm going to point out some really important things that stand out to me. It's about well, the main characters are like two best friends, two boys who are best friends, and the one explains to the other about a cool acronym he learned from his dad. If you guessed it, the acronym is Be Smart, right? So it's they're basically two kids at a youth club event, and kids like to make friends, so the one boy was like, hey, I like your shirt, and that's how the conversation started, and eventually they started talking about bees, and the importance of bees. And then his friend was like, hey, my dad has an acronym that has the word bees in it. And I mean, that's just how the story went, right? And basically the moral of the story is that the acronym basically stands for, each letter is for a different health principle that basically talks about things you should be practicing, right? So I'm gonna tell you what the acronym is, right? So it's B for breeze, E for exercise, the other E is for eat a variety, right? The S is for self-control, the M is for morning sun, the A is for aqua, another word for water, and the R is for rest, and the T is for trusting God, right? We are familiar with similar acronyms like New Start, and in Mexico we have Adelante. It's something similar. It's just an acronym adapted for kids, something that they could really relate to and understand. And that was maybe my key focus of the book, is like, not just another nice story, but how can I make this something that they could remember, like make it educational and memorable at the same time. So it took a couple of tries before I got the acronym correct.
Right.
But so basically the book is a story that leads up to putting together this acronym. And at every word, we explain, okay, the importance of breeze, and how can you get breeze? How can you get exercise? The importance of rest. Do I need to sleep 10 hours a day, or am I good with a half an hour? So it tries to address the main health principles, or the most important parts, and it kind of breaks it down into bite sizes that kids should be able to understand. Maybe a few will need help from their parents, but it's something that they should be able to relate to and hopefully remember.
Okay, nice. Now you said that this was kind of a random thought, but was there any inspiration behind the book? Like, did somebody inspire you, or maybe growing up? Or tell me about it.
Definitely. Well, as you know, many will know, my parents are in health. My father is very known for his health songs and jingles, and
right.
That. And they actually did a series of children's coloring books, like before I was born, I think, something like that, And it was in the same niche, the topic, talking about nutrition and exercise. And of course, I mean, 30 years back, the quality of books, or the type of books that was attractive to the public, is different than now, And so mommy was like, when I told my mom about it, she was like, oh, well, you could use this book as an example and check this out and stuff. And I was like, yeah, but I don't really want a coloring book. I want like a storybook.
Right.
And so, I mean, it definitely cost a lot, because I mean, I learned so much English.
Right.
I learned so much about English and punctuation.
Right.
Word choices. It was like, wow. I had to take like a crash course in like how to properly, form sentences and your word choices. And obviously I had to get the story edited. And I spent a lot of money in editing, guys. Like, I had to get it read and reread, and then the final draft, people still see mistakes. I mean, it was definitely an uphill battle.
Right.
But at the end of the day, I absolutely enjoyed it. And I think that the next project is going to be even better. I'm like excited to get started on that. So yeah, about my background, I would say my inspiration was definitely my parents and the work that they have done. And it definitely has influenced or impacted my love for health and public health. So I would say that my influence is definitely hugely because of my parents.
I like that. Nice. Game Changers proudly supports Kids Health Creative, a publishing house encouraging children ages 4 to 12 to live healthy lifestyles, all while having good, clean fun. Get the latest book, Be Smart, at 10% off when you use promo code QuinnST at checkout. That's QUINNST at checkout. Get yours today. Hello everybody, I hope you're enjoying the episode. This episode was made possible through a platform called Riverside FM. It's a platform that I've grown to love, and it really does justice to creators. Unlike Zoom or other platforms, it records content locally and then uploads it to the cloud, so you have a seamless video. If you are a creator and looking to get into this space, this is the platform for you. Click the link down below to get started today. Want access to all things Game Changers? Here's what to do. Visit our website at www.changers758.myshopify.com. Get access to the latest podcasts. Check out our weekly chess moves. Get yourself some neat merch, and so much more. We look forward to seeing you. Log on today. It's lovely. It's always lovely to pay stuff forward. Give them something that they kind of started.
Smiling from A to A now.
Yes, definitely. I can imagine. I can only imagine. So, we know this is for children, but what age range? What type of children? What?
Okay. It's a story that everyone can enjoy. I have adults read it and they're like, "Oh my gosh, I love this story."
Right.
But my target audience is really 5 to 9.
Okay.
Right? Because like I said, it's my first project, so I wasn't sure how long the story should be, word choices, and being a independent author is well, you could do what you want. And so my story ended up being a little longer than a lot of picture books.
Right.
And so I made my target audience 5 to 9 so that because of the length of the story, it's something that, older children can enjoy and younger as well, but not too long so that the young ones will get tired or something like that. So yeah, I would say 5 to 9, but older kids would definitely enjoy it.
Nice. Now, I have a very personal question. How does a medical doctor find time to write a novel?
Well, in this day and age, it's not that hard because you can basically outsource everything that you need for your project. I mean, my first project, because of my first project, it took me months to really get all the steps, everything that I needed to do. And like I said, it was like a crash course in publishing, writing, everything,
Nice.
and how to format and the instructions you have to give to the illustrator, and then printing. And it was definitely, like I said, a roller coaster. But I think I was able to find time because we were going through the whole pandemic, and I was in my last year of school, which is social service, and I wasn't really doing much. And so I didn't have that much of a struggle with time or free time to be able to publish or to be able to work on creating a good quality book. Would I find time for my next project? I think so, because now I know that what I really need to do is not that much. I know my limits, and I'd be like, "Hey, can you check my grammar for me?"
Right.
I know I could outsource people that are gifted in certain areas to make sure that my idea is portrayed as best as possible. I mean, it's obviously my job to really get my idea on paper, but there's a lot of help available. And it's definitely not something that you have to do alone. If there's anybody out there that wants to publish a book, it's not as complicated as people think it is, and you don't have to do everything on your own. Yes, it's still your idea. You are the author, but you can get a lot of help. Like there's a lot of help available, and time was not an issue for me for sure. I was happy to do it, and now I'm like, oh, I need another project because I have too much free time on my hands.
Right.
But yeah, it was actually pretty okay.
Nice. I like that. I like that. What is your pitch though? Because we know it's the adults who are buying the book for the children. So what is your pitch to parents? Why should children invest in their health, one? And two, why should they read your book in particular?
Okay, well, just to be nice, just be a nice person.
Right.
But if I were to in summary give like say why I think my book is really important, is that as a medical professional, not having that much experience, but from the get-go, it was obvious that a child's health, or the health that somebody has as an adult, has a lot to do with the habits that they create as children, right?
Right.
I mean, yeah, brush your teeth and this, that, the other. But what I wanted to do is try to not just how to put it, like respect a child's intelligence. Like don't think
Right.
they're ready to know about that yet. Just tell them, like the little stuff to do. But I made an effort to make it very clear that as a child, as a 5-year-old, you can do a lot that can impact your health as an adult. Simple things as brushing your teeth. I mean, once your teeth go bad, they don't regenerate. Like there are things that if you form habits as a kid, that the likelihood of you continuing or following those habits as an adult is even greater. So my focus when writing the book was like, how can I make these health principles as simple as possible that a child is gonna at least remember to do it as a child? I mean, habits change over time. You become a teenager, you become adult, but the hope is that by writing this book and more books like this, that you instill in a child that you're not too young to work on your health. And I hope that parents see that. Like your health, like as a child, you maybe don't feel it until you maybe reach like 25, 30. And then you start, feeling like, oh, I maybe should have been more active, more this, more that. And, but what I wanted to do is show the importance of children being healthy as children and carrying those same habits into adulthood. Because trust me, when you're old, you're going to wish that, you did some things when you were young. It's never too late though. It's never too late. But if I would say, why should you buy it? It's a really good investment. Like invest in your kids' education, invest in their health, and you won't regret it. You won't regret it at all.
I love that. That's nice. I agree with that 100%. In fact, so that's a good pitch. That's a good pitch.
Awesome.
Nice. So, Crystal, where can we find these books?
Okay, so books are available. If you want to get hard copies, you can order them online. The ebook, however, is available on Amazon. It's available on Amazon International. And if you want to get physical copies, you can get them in Tobago. And I think in the US, if you're in the US, you can obviously get cheap shipping. Now, books ship from the US, so wherever you are, you should be able to get a book. But it's like, if you live in a country where it's not exactly on the shipping list that I have, you can send me a message and then we can arrange shipping. I do have a website. It's kidshealthcreative.com. Nice. And there you can get more information about the book, about me, about the company, and just keep up to date with like the stuff that we are doing. I'm also available on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Kids Health Creative. And well, you can always email me, crystal@kidshealthcreative.com. And if anybody has questions about the book, feel free to contact me and I'll be happy to provide answers.
Yes, definitely. And you can contact me as well.
Yes, Quinn, thank you. In Tobago, it's available at Office and Book Supplies in Scarborough. But just in case you're not sure where to find it, if you want contact information, you can also contact me directly.
Definitely. And we will leave the links down below to all your social media pages and the websites and so many other things. So people can definitely get in contact with you and get the book.
Yes.
All right. That's cool. So we're wrapping up this segment, at least, of the questions. My question to you is, where do you see this book reaching? What is the end goal, the end game for the book?
Oh, I hope it reaches the entire world.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
to be brutally honest, I've heard a lot of people ask me, like, is it available in Spanish and other languages? Sadly, it's only available in English because I couldn't really figure out how to, the acronym. It makes sense.
Right. It's very specific.
So, like having it in other languages was a little challenging. But hey, if you have a good idea, email me. We could always negotiate something.
Yeah, right.
But I really hope to see my book in as many primary schools as possible. So if you're somebody that has connections, know about a primary school that would definitely benefit, I'll be happy to give you a huge discount. For me, honestly speaking, Quinn, even, we business people and it's about the profits and stuff like that. I genuinely love, I would love for kids to just have it to read, if I had to choose between making a profit and just educating kids, I would always choose to educate them, because for me, it's always keeping the bigger picture in mind. Like money comes and goes, but education is something that's like you always have. And I would definitely love to see this. I mean, yeah, we all like to see our books in like famous people reading it and stuff like that. But it for me, it's just I just wanted to go as far as possible, like the Caribbean, definitely the Caribbean, and so that children all over that can read English or have somebody read English a book to them that they can just enjoy it. Also, I forgot to mention there's an audio book available for the book. Right? Yes. There's a link on the inside of the book where you can go and listen to the audiobook for free. Right? And it's a narrator I found.
Okay, all right.
I wasn't narrating. I wasn't the one narrating.
Okay.
But I wanted to include the audiobook because for some reason I was like, if it's like a 5-year-old and you don't always have a parent present, they could always like just listen to the book. It's something you could download, have it on WhatsApp, you could play it in the car, I just wanted it to be accessible to everybody, like anytime, and I've had some really good responses, like from kids. They were like, Mommy, I want to listen to the book again. Like, I was like, listen to my book. It definitely feels good when kids want to listen again and again to a story that you wrote. Obviously, it's like I feel like, oh my gosh, I could have done better. But like I said, this project, so
yeah.
I'm definitely happy with the book.
Nice.
Yeah.
What can we expect from the book? Well, you in particular, and you this business in the future.
Okay. Well, my practice, I mean, my medical career will always be, I guess, more upfront, more prominent and more important to me. But for me, publishing is like a hobby. It has definitely become a hobby. I never thought that I would love it so much. And I definitely want to take Kids Head Creative to like a next level. Like I'm excited about the potential that it has. It has a lot of potential. I just have to make sure the finances in order because it's expensive. Okay, publishing is expensive.
Right.
It's expensive, and but I really look forward to doing more. Like right now, since I'm just done with school, I'm trying to get a balance of work and trying to figure out what next. So I don't have that much time, I guess, and finances to invest in publishing a next book because it takes time, it takes money if you want to do something really good. But I really hope that Kids Head Creative could become something great that's well known in the Caribbean and the wider world. Definitely.
Lovely. And we look forward to seeing that from you for sure. For sure.
Yes.
Okay.
In the near future.
Yes, definitely. My last question in this segment is what would you advise some young person, who wants to maybe write a book or even become a doctor? What is the advice that you give somebody who is just starting out?
Message me.
Right, right.
Okay. YouTube and the internet is your best friend. Like that's literally where I got majority of my information, right? But if there's somewhere, okay, well, medicine and publishing is like two different areas.
Right.
They can go hand in hand. You can be a doctor and still publish books in your health field. I've gotten to know some people that do write books that talk about different health topics, bones and blood and the heart, how the heart works, and so there are books out there, and we need more books. So if it's something you are interested in, I would definitely encourage anybody that wants to publish or write a book for kids talking about health. Do it. Don't think that you can't. Just start, do it, and if you need help, there is tons of help available, tons of free help available. Right? I started my research on YouTube. I watched videos, self-publishing videos about indie authors, writing children's books. Obviously, you're gonna find a lot of videos where people be like, buy my course, buy my this, buy my that. But I mean, if you're just starting off, obviously you probably don't have a lot of finance to invest. You do have to invest something, but start doing research. Start thinking about what you want to write about, what interests you, what you love to do. Because if you don't love what you do, you're not really gonna do a good job. So definitely do research and don't be afraid to ask. Definitely you can send me an email if anybody's interested or wants to know where to start. I'm happy to point them in the right direction. And as it comes to medicine, well, YouTube has endless videos that can give you the information.
Definitely. YouTube is your best friend. Google is your best friend as well. Yes.
Best friend. Best friend.
Right. So use the resources available to you. I love that a lot.
Yes. Mm-hmm. There are also Facebook groups. I should just put that in there. There are Facebook groups that talk about children's books and how to publish, like specifically how to publish children's books. And like people in those groups just respond to all kind of questions. Like you have questions, they answer it.
Right.
And so yeah, there are people out there willing to help.
I like that. So use the resources available to you. And as we said, you will leave the links to Crystal in the description down below, so you can reach out to her and ask a question.
Definitely.
Okay. Today's chess move, normally we do a chess move for each episode. Today's chess move is Be Smart, right? So if you want to get this book for, if you're looking at this and you obviously don't fall into the age range, get it for a young person you love. Get it for somebody who would definitely benefit from it and change your child's life. Also, you can use promo code QUINNST at checkout if you buy it online to get a discount as well. So definitely check out Be Smart and get it today. This is today's chess move. All right. So, Crystal, we're moving into our quick hitters segment. It's a more light-hearted questions, and we hope that you have some good answers for us.
I hope so too.
All right. So let's get straight into it. Question number 1. We always ask this question, so we're looking forward to your answer. Apple or Android, Crystal?
Apple or Android?
Yes.
Ooh. I would say Android.
You say Android. Can you tell us why?
Don't ask me why. I mean, I am not really that much into tech. Like I don't need like heavy equipment, and I've always had Android. I probably never had a budget for iPhone
Right.
for Apple.
Right.
So, like as a student on a budget, like hey, you get something that make nice pictures, nice videos.
Right. You take it.
Most times been Android. I don't know.
Okay, cool.
Maybe sometime in the future I'll test the Apple waters.
All right, cool. Question number 2. And this is a pretty interesting one. You have the opportunity to take 3 people from history to dinner with you, who are you taking with you?
3 people from
And
history.
history could have been yesterday, Yes, from history. Any 3 people.
From history. Well, I've always wanted to. I've always wanted to talk to the Obamas.
Okay.
Like, everybody does, right? But I guess one of the Obamas, I'll take either one.
All right. So Barack or
who
Michelle?
else? Yeah, Barack or Michelle. For some reason, because of all the stories around her, Princess Diana.
Okay, all right.
I would really want to know, her drive for mission work and this, that. Yeah, just for fun, talk to her.
All right, cool.
And one more person, I guess. Oh, that's 3.
One more. Well, the Obamas, the 2 shall become 1. So that's 1.
The 2 shall become 1. I guess probably Abraham Lincoln.
Okay.
Maybe that's because of something I recently heard. When they were talking about his life and the amount of obstacles he had, the amount of failures he had, and what he did, what he to overcome his failures. I would really like to talk to him and be like, quick tips.
Right.
Overcome so much and keep going. So, if I have to choose those people, I guess off the top of my head, those people I would be like talk to them.
Nice, free. I think the conversation will be interesting, right?
Very interesting.
I realize that you have, free heads of state, that type of people. So
yes,
that would be a pretty interesting conversation.
Definitely. Well, yeah.
Okay, my last question to you is, and you have to help me with the answer to that question. Who would you like to see on Game Changers?
Who would I like to see? Specifically by name?
Yes, please. By name. A person. You're looking for a referral here.
Oh, well, seeing that you're into business and stuff like that, Kev on stage.
Oh, well. Well, that's a little bit out there, but
it's a little bit okay. If you want something more local.
No. We have your Kev on stage is good, but you can give another one as well.
Another one. You see, I'm not really you see, if I have to give somebody my name, it's like
Kristen.
No, I'm into business, but I'm busy.
Yeah, right.
I'm busy. I'm just calling people from I see on my Facebook feed and
right.
following the business. And because I've now gotten into publishing, I kind of know people in the publishing world,
Right.
But yeah, I would, if I have to give a general idea, I would say a lot of us have questions about I would say social media content or content creation. Oh, I have a suggestion for you. You could try to get in contact with Kershel and David Barker.
Okay.
Definitely. Right. They did my branding package, they did my logo, and they're actually very cool people to talk to. Right.
Cool.
And when it comes to business stuff, they have it covered. They have it covered, so definitely you should try to have a quick chat with them.
All right, so I'll take that recommendation for sure. All right, Crystal. So we have come to the end of this interview. And to thank you for coming on, first of all. And I want to, encourage you to continue pushing forward. You're doing a great job.
Definitely.
And we look forward to massive and big things from you in the future. Huge things. All right. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. This has been Game Changers episode 14. And to thank you for coming on with us. I hope we inspire you to do something amazing with your life. As always, stay hungry. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.